Hey everybody, I wanted to share with you guys what I've been working on today in my author world. So as you can see, I'm on canva.com. I created this, which would hold reviews, and this is the click. This one's going to be a PDF because I want it to be able to click and go to my sites where they can purchase the book. And I really spent a lot of time on the author spotlight. So you can see I just went with a plain white background, and it's 3 pages long. And I've included, let's pull this aside and we'll make this larger. I have included the book blurb here. This is also interactive. If you save it as a PDF, then you'll be able to put your links. So, sorry, pollen. We just stepped outside for a few minutes. But it's going to go to my website when you would click on it. I also made that one, that's a link. And what I did was I came up with questions and answers that are frequently asked to authors. And then at the bottom, I included my bio. And so after reviewing a lot of these Q&As, here's the questions that I chose. Okay, I'm going to get out of here because it's just really weird. The first one was, what inspired you to write? And family and perseverance are key topics in the novel. Where did you draw the fighting spirit from? The next question, why all of the focus on music in the book? Which character do you secretly love the most? What inspired the poetry in the novel? And what do you hope your readers will take away from reading Sweet Potato Jones? And then that last page, the what's next, how can readers connect? And then there's the bio. And this is the same bio that's used across multiple platforms, and all of my links, which you can press on these because they're PDF and they will shoot off to all of the different sites. And so the reason why I did that is because I'm setting up my tour tracker, as you can see, and I've already started to list down blog sites that are reviewing the top 10 like blogging review sites, looking through submission guidelines, and some of them are asking for a packet. So I'm going to include this in the packet. I also can include my media kit, which I have already completed. And so I thought the author spotlight was just a pretty good idea. And it's not only just going to go for the blog tour. You can use this for many different things. Let's say you're going to a talk. You could copy this. And so, I hit home. So I'm in here. So you can copy this. See where you can make a copy? And you already have your blurb here. Then you could put all of your links here. And so you could have a one-page sheet, or you could just make a copy here and put it at the very end, and it could be like the one-page sheet that has your cover, all of your links, everything on it, a QR code, everything on it that you would want. You could do that as well. And you already have this one built. I want to show you, I've also been working on the website, and I updated it and I changed it. I think it just looks better. But when you come here now and you go to books, you'll be able to see that I have added it right here where they can download the PDF if they want to learn more about it. I also used this whole author spotlight thought as a way to craft out additional blogs on my Jen Lowry Writes WordPress blog. And so like today, I didn't think I was going to talk about this, but I'll go ahead and pull it up. On the podcast, I also did a podcast about it, but I also went Sweet Potato Jones character inspirations, because it would be questions like, well, where did you build your characters from? And so I went through some of the main characters in the book and I listed them up. And I was thinking about doing some of this author talk here and labeling it that, and just each week putting one thing up about the book. Now, if inspiration strikes, I may do more than once a week, but I think I can push that along and schedule out the blog post. I used to know someone who scheduled their blog post, and she did it based on the times, the hits, and she was very strategic in understanding her audience and when she was drawing the most numbers. So she was looking at it very analytically. I'm more of the type, okay, I come up with this idea. Oh, now let me go over there and talk about movies, because then I started thinking about movies and characters and people that had inspired the book. So I went in and just did this off the fly and just hit, write, publish, feature image, right away, tagging, go. But as busy as I am, and just because this week is a spring break week, I could build a lot of these and then schedule them to go out by doing a calendar on, like, maybe on Tuesdays, let it be the author talk ones that go out. And as you can see, my blog entries are really short, and this one only has 2 paragraphs and a list. This is what I want to keep Jen Lowry Writes like. This isn't my Everyday Mom Challenge Ministries blog where I go in through articles and, and more extensive over there. This is just the short in and out of the author world. And so I'm going to always try to be mindful of that. Oh, you got to see all of my screencasts. Bye. So I would suggest that you go ahead and build an author spotlight. This is just good to play around with anyway. Guys, I really had fun doing it. And so when you link it, there it goes. And now, hopefully, it's going to pull right back in. There's the site again. And you can do all of that on Canva. And as long as you're clicking PDF, you'll be able to link and it'll be able to be active. So I really think it's important that we consider what questions fit our book. There were so many very specific questions when I was how did the table talk in your book, why was the kitchen such a central focus in your book? Or why was this? And, so I thought about, well, what is it about my book that I could say, the focus of music? And so that's where I looked at a lot of different samples, but music resonates with me. And so I talked about that here. And I made it very personable. Like I would just be sitting across from someone. So you're free to use this as a guide for your own work. I went through and didn't make all of these purple, so the Q&A didn't stand out. I didn't like the way it did, so I went in and changed the color for the questions. And I think it looks better now. It separates it. So I wish you luck on building your own Q&A. And we'll do some more videos once I get my tour tracker. It's in rough shape right now. But once I get my tour tracker in place, then I'll come back on and give you guys some more tips. So I hope this has been helpful.